And we're live. Hello, everybody. I just thought I'd come on for about an hour here, do a little painting. I've got another 10 Japanese infantry to paint, and I've got another 20 on bikes that are just, I'm waiting for the primer to dry. So I'll probably be painting those later today, too. And I've got a couple more. I have two of the larger mechs that I'll be doing today because the primer is just drying right now. Did a lot of priming today. See if anybody comes on today. What is it, Thursday? Thursday. Let's see how much I can get done today. Yesterday I didn't get as much done as I wanted to because I forgot about appointments. Let's see here. Just getting everything ready to start painting here. Hello, Charles. How are you today? Trying to keep in the habit of coming on at least once a day. Trying to get all the paints in order. I accidentally knocked over the box last night. So it's warm, eh? Yeah, it's hot here too. I'm glad I have air conditioning. Dun, dun, dun. Now I need. Where's my dry brush palette? There it is. So I'm doing more Japanese infantry and some mechs today. Some big mechs. And I've got the first of the American trucks, the troop transport trucks. I've got the very first one, came off the printers. Took 2 printers to print it because it's a very large truck. And it's got all separate wheels and doors for the cab and all that kind of stuff, and an actual driver. And I also printed infantry for the back benches sitting in the back. So, but that was 16 hours to print that. So I put it on last night and it was finished this morning. And then I just put it on again, and then probably by tomorrow I'll have another truck. So I got to do 3 of them because I've got 3 platoons or 3 squads, and I want to put each squad in a truck as motorized infantry. Do some dry brushing. Get my dry brush ready. I also managed to put some paint on some regular, not Weird War, U.S. infantry yesterday too. Those ones are going to go up on my website for sale though. As soon as I'm done those, I've got two tanks that I need to finish the commanders on so that I can put them up on the website too. I keep on forgetting about it. Do some dry brushing. My wife's taking me out for dinner later, which is kind of nice. Go for some steak. I started looking at webcams because I need to replace this one that got wrecked. Because I really want to switch it up so that I can have one camera focused on what I'm actually doing and the other one on the stuff on the table. I really like how these guys are looking. Let's see if anybody shows up for the chat today. Notice the evening chats get a little bit more people. I think everybody's at work at this time, or depending on where they are, they could be sleeping, I guess, too. And then Chris has got Jay's got a chat tonight. Hopefully I'm home for it. I might not be because the wife's taking me out for dinner, so. I think I need to start using a smaller dry brush. It's hard to get into places with this big. I'm using the big dry brush. It's a little difficult to get into places. Dun, dun, dun. Tomorrow, depending on, I've got some appointments tomorrow. I might be a little bit late, but if I'm if I can't do the afternoon, I'll do the early evening. My mini factory's having a sale on 3D STLs, and I bought a bunch last night before the sale's over, and yeah, now I've got rocket troopers or jump troopers for all the factions that I'm doing. So I've got like the jetpacks and the infantry and smoke that hold them up in the air. It looks like the rocket packs are actually working, kind of thing. So that should be pretty cool. And I got this amphibious landing tractor it's a tracked vehicle for the Japanese. And it matches all my Japanese Marines, so it goes with them. That's kind of cool. What else did I get? I got some evil scientists, like German looking esque ones from World War II. So I got those. I got 3 of them. And I picked up some German World War II zombie soldiers. Gotta have the zombies. Let's finish the dry brush. Then I can start painting their uniforms. I think I'm going to paint the bicycles first. Try to remember what color I painted those bikes. I really need to start writing these things down. Oh, there's a hair. Finished 4. Awesome. I find that me jumping on is helping me keep motivated to finish. Okay, there's that done. Now, what color did I paint those bikes? I think they were olive drab. Let's find out. Need to put my glasses on. Yeah, it looks like they were olive drab. Do, do, do. I was just saying the other night that I think the reason I like these Japanese soldiers on bicycles is because you know what happened historically. They used a lot of bicycles. So did the Germans did too, and a lot of other armies. But it's different because most people, when they play games, they don't do the the guys on the bicycles, or they don't do the guys on horseback. That's another one, and I want to do that. So that's what I'm going to work on doing is doing some of these different looking units. My halfling. I love painting the halfling models. I've done quite a few over the years. I've got a little bit of a halfling army that I used for Kings of War. It's made up of 3D prints and War Games Atlantic halflings and some others from different manufacturers. I missed some supports on these models. Some of these models lately have had some really tiny supports that you just unless you get the magnifying lenses on, you don't see them. The helmet's the same color. Yeah, they were. Forgot I made the bicycles the same color as I made the helmets. Oh, piece of support. So I'm looking forward to painting these trucks that I did. It's the same guys that did my the Jeeps that I printed off. So they all match and stuff like that. And you get these big chunky wheels on them that look almost cartoony, but not quite. Oops, dropped my glasses. So front heavy, they fall off my face. I think I gotta put some kind of cushion in the nose guard. Every time I'm working with a 3D print, I keep a pair of fine tweezers near the table so that if I do see little tiny pieces of support that I missed, because there's sometimes it's like a wisp of a hair kind of like support, and I pull them off. Oh, I know what I sliced last night. I've had the file for a while, but I didn't know what kind of use I would have out of it. War Games Atlantic put out a file for Japanese, and they called it The Last Stand. And so it's basically Japanese soldiers that are their uniforms are almost gone. You know, they have rags of their uniforms on, and they've got these big giant uh, bamboo like pikes, and historically they would do bonsai charges just armed with these pointy pieces of bamboo. So I'm going to print those off and use those in the game. Don't know how, but I just want to use them because it's kind of a historical anomaly. There we go. Oh, that's hot. Oh, somebody's messaging me. Oh, it's my father. I'm just going to ignore him for a couple minutes here while I finish these because I got one more after this. It's probably messaging me to say happy birthday. Okay, one more bicycle. I did. I sliced some more of these bikes, but I mirrored the them this time, so I could have a few that look different, so that they look a little. So there's not just 5 of the same one over and over again. There we go. Oh. He's persistent. Oh, more sports. I'm really glad I grew up in the age of when I was a kid of no cell phones, because my parents would have drove me nuts. Text me, where are you? Where are you? Not that happened a lot. I noticed with later generations that was a thing. Or helicopter parents. There's the last bike. Oh, this helmet. Almost forgot his helmet. I guess I better answer this text. Then I'll come back and I'll do the helmets on the other guys. Take these glasses off. Oh. Let's see what my dad wants. Yep, he wanted to say happy birthday. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to. I think I'm going to paint for another 20 minutes, and then I've done my hour for the day. And then I'll come back tomorrow after my appointment for a little while. My wife says I can't do a show tonight after Not Jay because it's my birthday. So we're gonna go for dinner. I don't know what made me want to do this weird World War II all of a sudden. I know I've had a couple of the files for a while, and then maybe it's because they announced that they're doing something with Conflict 47, and they announced a whole bunch of my favorite games writers are working on it. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but and there's been a lot of cool models coming out for STL files for Weird World War II, and then I found some parts that if you mix and match them with other things, that you can get some cool looking models too. Doesn't have a helmet. He's got a hat. So I'm gonna have, because I had to look up to see how many infantry were in a Japanese infantry platoon on average, and it's anywhere between 40 and 50. So I'm going to have between 40 and 50 Japanese soldiers on bicycles. Okay, well, there's the green done. I'm going to do the leather. And I need a brown for that. That's rifles. It's this one right here. I think that's the color I used. Oh, my dad's messaging me again. Okay, I'll be right back. I just have to look something up for my father. Let's cover the paint up. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to look something up for my father. Storm of Steel, yeah. That's a good channel. Alex. He's a good guy. Not a bad guy for an archaeologist. I've known quite a few archaeologists in my days living here. I used to work in a museum. Hey, on to leather and boots. This guy, when he did the supports on these guys, he put there's little wisps of support. They're kind of annoying because you don't see them with the naked eye very well. Find the leather. It's the most time consuming part of doing these Japanese because they've got a lot of leather, brownish leather equipment. Some of this equipment is just terrible to get to. Oh, the tweezers again. Yeah, some of it's in the most awkward places, and you can I wouldn't normally paint it, but you can actually see where this equipment is. So it would be noticeable if I didn't paint it. Oh, bicycle seats. I almost forgot the bicycle seats. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of the wrong channel. Storm of Steel. Is that the young lady that lives in Eastern Canada? I think she lives in Nova Scotia. What's her name? I'm trying to remember that young lady's name. And she owns a store. And she does a lot of 40K content. And I've seen her do some other content for some other games. I think I saw her do Bolt Action. Is it Amy? No. Drives me nuts when I can't remember names. Keep on thinking it's Amy, but I know that's probably not right. I watch so many channels, sometimes I forget who's who. I was right the first time? Okay. I find that with my PTSD, my memory's not the best. It's getting worse and worse. So much leather on these guys. It's a fair amount of canvas on these guys as well. Which guy is this? That one? Oh, I did paint that leather. Okay. I think with some of these guys, I'm going to paint some of their gear canvas and then some of it leather because I don't want them all looking the same. Now it's going to drive me nuts to remember what that young lady's channel was called. It was something similar. Did I get another message? This is the sucky part about living so far away from family. The only time you really talk to them is by text. I have to check these prints a little bit more carefully because I missed a whole bunch of tiny little supports. Oop, stomach. I think I missed a bicycle seat. Let's go back and check. Oops. Got that one. just part of one. Okay, there's those bicycles done. So I'm going to call it here in as soon as I get the leather on these infantry done. I'm going to go get something to eat. I wasn't hungry until now. Oh, there's a piece of hair. I was just thinking, right, that if I do use a different color on something, that just adds to the look of the guys, I think. Because not everything's going to always have a uniform look. Sometimes they used whatever they could get their hands on. I got to do a update video for Sunday. As soon as I get some stuff based, I got some more basing to do because I got a whole bunch of guys done, but they're painting wise. But I need to do the basing for them. And then they are done. Dunsky. And then I can count them. Oh, stomach. Somebody I was talking to last night thought I was nuts for doing full platoons, not just do a couple squads. I was like, I don't want to play squad games. I want to play platoon and bigger. Another piece of support. I don't know what it is with these wisps of support. They're just like in weird places. I don't think you need supports, but they're there. Kind of odd. I'm not going to complain because the supports were like the majority of the supports were so easy to pull off. They just kind of just fell off. And that's okay with me. Yeah, I think if I can get these 10 infantry done and a couple mechs done today, I'd be happy. Just because it's going to be a busy evening tonight. Shoulders. There we go. One more left. So much brown. I think this is the thing that took me so long with the first batch was the brown leather. Dun, dun, dun. So this is the last guy for the brown leather, and I'm going to call it for the day. I did an hour. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, that's all done with the brown leather. Okay, Charles. I will talk to you later. I'll be back tomorrow, probably after my appointments. So you have a great day. Try to stay cool. Oh, I'm going to do the same. Have a great day, guys.